Hello, everyone. Apparently it is that time of month that I feel compelled to do a video or two, some responses. I'm doing this on my phone, and the lighting is terrible, and it's just the way it is until I get a better webcam, and if I decide to start doing more of these, I will update my studio. But I was watching Facebook and YouTube, like I do, and I came across Kirsten Lauryn, What Happened When I Took the Red Pill, video on, not necessarily anti-feminism, but in a video realizing that feminism as it currently is, the toxic masculinity and the rhetoric that's going on with current feminism, not the equal rights feminism, but special rights feminism, that thing. And if you see this or care to watch this, listen to an old man, in your explanation of who you've been listening to and what you find offensive about feminism or wrong about society's construct, because you're just starting to realize, or maybe you have been for a while, but in this video you're suggesting that you held your life over a cliff because you were risking it on the belief that society was the way you had been told it was and thought it was, versus taking the red pill and waking up and seeing what reality is, and it's a sliver of reality. Excuse me. It is early. I'm not yet acceptable to the public. But you mentioned Stefan Molyneux and Lauren Southern, and that was, I guess, a little disappointing to me. They are, I mean, it's good for them to be sharing their viewpoint, but they also have a societal construct that they're trying to sell you. They have a belief at the way society is and should be. And what was really telling was when you mentioned femininity, repressing, that we shouldn't repress masculinity in males. And that's true. This is where nuance comes in, and I don't think Stephen Molyneux or Lauren Southern really have nuanced opinions. They've distilled their beliefs and their spiels to talking points, and they're trying to push that, which is, good on them. They're trying to push something different, or push their talking points. I do similar. But a lot of my research has shown me that there really isn't male masculinity and female femininity. There are human beings, roughly half of them are male, roughly half of them are female, and masculinity and femininity are personality traits, not necessarily tacked onto either sex. You can be masculine and a female, or feminine and a male. So the idea that society is forcing men to repress their masculinity because of this new outbreak of feminism 3.0, I don't even know what to call it. It's special rights feminism, anti-male feminism. And then you get the men's rights activists. You have the extreme of those, of course, But then a large group of them, the major group of them, are just going, hey man, we got problems too, and let's talk about it. And modern feminism, the toxic feminism, doesn't want any part of it, because men are masculine and need to repress their masculinity, their aggressive behavior, their classic masculine tendencies, classic masculine stereotypes, and they focus on the stereotypes and not the human beings, not the human condition, and not the culture necessarily that's even informing them that men are toxic and masculine and are always on the edge of being violent. I grew up in the 80s, and I was always super feminine. I'm not gay. If I was, I would have just been gay. But I was always super feminine when I was younger. As I've gotten older and my joints have gotten stiffer and I've gotten more bitter about society and more tired and had sicknesses, and femininity it seems to be a little bit of a happier expressed trait, and I'm not that person anymore. So even masculinity and femininity have a sliding scale, depending on your point of life and where you are mentally. So I just make this video to caution you to understand or be aware that people like Lauren Southern and Stephen Molyneux are also pushing their forms of feminism and men's rights and equality, how they see it. And they see it as a construct also. So, just putting my 2 cents in. Good travels.